Waving hand. Hi, and welcome to the channel dedicated to Enclave Games. I'm really glad you found your way here, because this series is meant to take you behind the scenes of indie game dev, showing you how games are made that you can launch instantly in your browser, on your computer, or even on your phone, without installing or downloading anything. My name is Artur Griziak, and I've prepared this series to tell you more about Enclave Games, an independent studio created and run by Andre Mazer. For more than a decade, Andre has been building HTML5 games, small but original productions that work literally everywhere. If you have a browser, you can play. It's that simple. Video game: the indie spirit. Enclave Games is not a huge corporation. There are no hundreds of people working in an office building, no multi-million-dollar budgets, and no shareholders demanding profits. Instead, what you'll find is independence, creativity, and a lot of passion poured into every single project. Each game produced here has its own spark, a unique idea, an unusual mechanic, or a distinct atmosphere that makes it stand out. They may be small in size, but they carry a lot of personality. And that's exactly what makes indie studios like Enclave Games so exciting. They can try things bigger companies rarely dare to attempt. Globe showing Europe, Africa beyond the games. But Enclave Games is more than just the games themselves. Over the years, several initiatives have grown around the studio, connecting developers and players from all over the world. One of the most famous is the JS 13K Games competition, an annual challenge where developers must create a complete, working game in only 13 kilobytes of code. To put that in perspective, a single image file on your phone often takes up more space than that entire game. Yet developers manage to design fun, clever, and playable projects within that tiny limit. It's proof that creativity often shines brightest when resources are limited. Another initiative is the Gamedev.js community. It's a place where developers gather to exchange knowledge, share their work, and inspire each other. Whether you're just getting started or you've been making games for years, this community gives you opportunities to learn, collaborate, and discover what's possible when building for the web. Sparkles: why watch? So why should you watch this series? Because here you'll get a chance to see what everyday life in an indie game studio really looks like. How small teams and even solo developers can create games that work everywhere. And how passion-driven projects often lead to experiences you won't find in big commercial titles. This series is not just for programmers or developers. It's also for players who love discovering new games, for people curious about the creative process, and for anyone who enjoys seeing how ideas turn into finished projects. Clapperboard: what's coming up? Each episode will bring you something new and different. Sometimes we'll focus on Enclave Games' own titles and tell you the story behind their creation. Other times we'll dive into the JS 13K Games competition and show you how developers tackle the challenge of extreme limitations. We'll also look at the Gamedev.js community and talk about how it helps creators grow and connect across the globe. Raising hands, closing, and CTA. And this is only the beginning. In our very first episode, we'll talk about backhand index pointing right insert starting topic here, for example the very first game created by Enclave Games and the origins of the studio. So make sure to stay with us, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments what topics you'd like to see in the future. And if you'd like to explore more right now, you can visit the Enclave Games website. You'll find all the games and projects that we'll be discussing in this series, and probably even discover a few surprises on your own. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon in the Enclave Games series.